Awesome. Thank you, Jen, and welcome to our sixth and final exercise session of Happy Feet. I cannot believe it went by so fast, but thank you guys for coming today. We have resistance training for balance part 2 today. So quick itinerary, just a reminder, for next week, we will be doing those assessments again that we did prior to Happy Feet. It just helps us kind of gauge how much progress you guys have made and how well the program is doing so we can keep providing these programs for you guys. So that'd be awesome if you could be here next week for those assessments. And like I said, we're doing our balance today. This is our only slide we have to go over, our same slide we go over every week, self-progression and our RPE, because they're super important. Our right box on the side of the screen is rate of perceived exertion, or RPE, which is how difficult it feels to complete an exercise on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1, you're sitting down on the couch, relaxing, and 10, you are running as fast as you possibly can. It's the hardest you've ever exerted your body. I want you to kind of maintain that RP of a 4 to 7. So I may send you some reminders today or say out loud after certain exercises, okay, let's think on that RPE scale of 1 to 10. Where am I at? And do I need to increase or decrease my weight, or maybe try a modification or a different exercise? RPE kind of goes along with self-progression, which is where you slowly increase the resistance or weight based on how hard the exercises feel using that 1 to 10 scale. So I'll just go over the example I go over every week. For example, if we do Happy Feet, when we start on that first week of our program, we're going to use a 20-pound band, maybe the light band. We're not used to exercise, or maybe we've never done it before, so it's very new to us. Our repetitions may be at 12. Our RPE is going to be pretty high since we've never done this exercise before, or maybe we haven't done resistance training or any physical activity in a while. Second week of the program, our body's going to be a little bit more used to it, but we're still going to keep the same weight. So keep that 20-pound band or the light band, keep the repetitions the same, and then your RPE may just naturally decrease because your body's slowly getting used to the external resistance. That third week of the program, still keeping the weight the same, still keeping those repetitions the same, except this time now you've done these exercises for 2 weeks now, so your body's even more used to it. And on this third week, your RPE is going to decrease even more. Therefore, we're at the lower end of that 4 to 7 range on the scale of 1 to 10. So the next week or our next exercise session, we're going to try and increase the weight, but keep the repetitions the same. This will naturally increase your RPE, or how hard it feels to do the exercise, and will help you learn how to progress your resistance training. Just some other things to keep in mind that we like to go over every week is sandwiching upper and lower body exercises. So if we're starting with a lower body exercise, we're going to try and do an upper body, then a lower body, switching off between the two. We also don't recommend resistance training multiple days in a row. Your body's gone through a lot or is going through a lot, and your muscles need some time to recover in between sessions. We also always want to make sure you're doing a proper warm-up and stretches at the end. Warming up really increases your blood flow, naturally increases your heart rate and blood pressure, so that when you go into the resistance training, it doesn't skyrocket. That's why warm-up is super important. Our stretches at the end, when we're resistance training, we're contracting our muscles, they're getting tighter, they're slowly ripping apart our muscle fibers to build back stronger and bigger muscles. That's why we want to stretch at the end, elongate the muscles that we just contracted a ton. And as always, use the RPE scale to see how each exercise or maybe today's overall session feels to you. With that being said, we just have a couple reminders. As always, safety is our #1 priority. Be mindful of how you are feeling right now before we get started with our exercises, so that when you do start doing the exercises, you think, okay, I was already feeling this way before. It's just a natural effect of the exercise. As always, be mindful of any fatigue, abnormal muscle pain, dizziness, or shortness of breath. And if you are experiencing any side effects, it's okay to try the modified version. That's super important as well. And you can always do one set of the exercise. And if you don't like the exercise, you can always switch to the modified version. or vice versa. We'll always be taking water breaks today, so make sure you have a water bottle nearby. And this always do what makes your body feel good. That is all I have for you guys today. So I will go ahead and stop sharing my screen and we can get into today's session. Awesome. So today, if you do have it with you, I would like you to grab the Pilates exercise ball. If you guys have it, if you don't have it, then we can use a pillow or a water bottle or something else to hold onto. I don't have a Pilates ball, so I will be using a pillow. We don't need it right now, but you guys can put that to the side. We will need those for the exercises today. Our first exercise for our warm-up is going to be a calf to toe raise. We do these pretty much every week. You guys, I'm sure, are pros at them. We're going to have our chair by our side, shift our weight into our toes, squeeze our calves, lower down onto our heels to lift our toes up. And our modified version is going to be on the edge of our seat, shifting our weight into our toes, squeezing our calves, and pulling those toes up. We're going to start with 10 repetitions right here. Here we go. Exhale, squeeze those calves, lower down, shift our weight into our heels. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure we still have good proud posture. Eyes are looking forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. You can relax. Our first warm-up set is done. We're going to do one more of those. Give it another 5 or so seconds. And we're going to do another 10 repetitions. Big inhale to prepare and exhale onto our toes. And down. Awesome. That's 1. Do this way so you guys can see me a little better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or more. 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Awesome. You can relax. Our next warm-up exercise is going to be our arm circles. We also do these pretty much every week. They're a great warm-up for your upper body. If you're going to be seated, you can just follow along with the arms. We're going to bring our arms to a T. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can just lower them down more to 45-degree angle. And we're going to start with 10 repetitions going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop the arms. You can shake them out just a little bit. We are going to do one more set of those, another 10 going forward and 10 going backward. Just like I said earlier, if you're in the chair, you can follow along with our arms. And bringing our arms to a T again. Here we go, going forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Awesome. Our next warm-up exercise and final one is going to be standing as well with a seated modification. We're going to practice stepping in different directions. since balance consists of moving in a lot of different directions. And today we'll be doing some things from the side, some forward, some backward. So our exercise is going to be with our hands on our hips. We're going to step forward to center, side to center, the other side, back to center, take a step back, back to center. And that's going to be 1 repetition. You guys can go ahead, if you're going to do the exercise, go ahead and start and do 5 repetitions on your own. Our seated version today, we're going to be scooted towards the edge of our seat if you can. Our hands are on our hips, and we're going to step 1 foot forward, center, side, center. And that's going to be 1 repetition for you guys. So forward, center, side, center. Let's go ahead and do 5 on one leg and then 5 on the other leg for those who are seated. I will go ahead and do forward, center, side, center. Awesome. Everyone on camera looks good. We're just going to do 5 total. Awesome. Everyone still looks like they're moving on camera. Do these at your own pace. Really trying to keep that proud posture. And if you can, try and keep your eyes looking forward. Awesome. Everyone looks like they're finishing up. Whenever you are finished, you can come back to center. And our first exercise of the day is going to be seated with our resistance bands. Let's go ahead and grab some water as well if you haven't already. We'll grab our water and our resistance band. We're going to do an exercise that's going to work one of our main balancing or stabilizing muscles. So we're going to have our resistance band, and we are going to loop it around both of our ankles. We have a seated and a standing option today. So for our seated version, our resistance band is going to be looped around our ankles, or you can just take your resistance band off. Our knees are going to be together. Our knees are going to be together. Nice proud posture as we exhale, kick 1 foot out to the side, inhale and return. Exhale, inhale. For our standing option, we will be standing with the chair in front of us. Fingertips are on the chair. I can actually turn this way just so you guys can see me a little bit better. We're going to shift our weight onto that stabilizing leg. And then as we exhale, we're going to kick that leg out to the side. Inhale, return back to center. These, you can take the resistance band off as well, but we're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You can put one hand on here and keep your hand on your hip too, whatever works best, but we're going to shift our weight over. And as we exhale, kick that leg out. Inhale. Awesome. 2, 3, really small movement, but it works. Works a good muscle. 5, awesome. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10, awesome. And we'll go ahead and switch to that other leg. Once again, shift our weight now onto my left leg. And as we exhale, kick that leg out to the side and inhale, return. 2, make sure we're still keeping good proud posture, eyes looking forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, last one, and 10. Oof, my hips are burning already. Awesome job on that first set, guys. We have one more of those. If you want to take a seat, get some rest, you're more than welcome to. Rest your legs a little bit. But we'll take another 15 seconds or so, and we'll get into our second set of our hip abduction. Awesome. Moving my chair back in front. For those of you who took a seat, let's go ahead and stand back up, shift our weight into our stabilizing leg, and then go ahead and kick that foot out and return. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Awesome. Last set on our hip abduction here. Shifting our weight to our stabilizing leg. Exhale and return back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. My hips are definitely warmed up now. You guys can take that resistance band off. Let's go ahead and grab some water as well. Our next exercise will be standing, and if you do have the stability ball with you, we will need it for this exercise. For this one, we are going to do some marches with our stability ball. So pretend this is my stability ball. Today, we can either hold our stability ball up overhead, if that's what works best for you. If this is too uncomfortable, we can also hold it out in front, just like this. Either way is totally fine. I am just going to put it all the way up so it's easier for you guys to see. But we're going to do marches. The modification today is going to be seated. So if you're in your chair, go ahead and grab your stability ball or item, reach your arms overhead or out front, and we're going to do some marches in place. So we're going to exhale, bring that leg up, inhale, return. Exhale, inhale. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and do 10 repetitions. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, making sure we exhale. So we bring our knee up. Inhales, we bring our knee back down. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Relax your arms. You can put that ball down for a second. If you need to shake out your arms a little bit, do some wrist circles, get that blood flowing again. I know holding your arms up or out front like that really warms up the shoulders. We are going to do 2 more sets of those. We're going to do 3 total. So we have 2 more sets of 10 repetitions each side. This is another great opportunity to use that RPE scale. So if those felt a little bit more challenging or a little bit too easy, you can try the exercise or the modification on the second set. We're going to go ahead and bring that stability ball up and overhead or out front. And as we exhale, bring that right knee up. Inhale, bring it down. 1, awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, nice proud posture, eyes looking forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one. 10, awesome, and relax. You can drop that stability ball for a minute. I'm gonna grab some water. You may also grab some water if you would like. We got one more set of those. And then our next exercise also is a seated or standing variation, but it's going to be upper body. So we're going to give our legs a little bit of a break. You guys can go ahead, grab your stability ball again if you don't have it in your arms already. Up and overhead. And then exhale, bringing that knee up. Inhale, lowering it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. You guys can go ahead and put that stability ball to the side. Like I said, our next exercise today is going to be an upper body exercise. This is going to be an isometric exercise. So we're going to be holding this position the entire time, squeezing, then releasing. This is going to be working a lot of our chest and our shoulder muscles. We are going to bring our hands together in a prayer position. Our thumbs should be touching, and they should be right in front of your chest. So like right where your heart is. As we exhale, we're going to push our palms together, squeeze our chest muscles for 3 seconds, and then slowly relax. It doesn't look like much. It may not feel like a ton, but you should be squeezing those chest muscles. And we're going to do 10 repetitions along with me, breathing through this isometric exercise. So we're going to take a big inhale, open the chest, and exhale, push those palms together. 2, 1, relax. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Almost there. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. One more. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome. You can let those arms fall. Shake them out just a little bit. Hopefully you felt that in your chest. We really want to make sure when we exhale, we're pushing our chest muscles together, really pushing our palms together. Like I said earlier, if you tried it standing up and you are really not feeling it, want to take a seat in the chair, you are more than welcome to.
Adeline, excuse me, I don't really feel it. Can I do something?
You don't feel it?
Yeah, I feel like I'm pushing my hands feel it.
Okay.
What did I do?
Your hands are, I would recommend, if you're here, when I say squeeze, maybe try and round your shoulder blades together. That may help activate some of your chest muscles, and you may be able to feel it a little bit more.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. All right, we'll go ahead and get into our second set. Here we go. Inhale and exhale, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 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 That was 6. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 7. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Last one. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Awesome. You guys can take a little bit of a break here. Again, shake the arms, maybe do a shoulder roll or two to open up the chest again. You may feel a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to grab some water. We have 2 more sets of those since it's an isometric contraction. Here we go on to our next set whenever you're ready. Inhale and squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 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 Halfway. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 2 more, you guys got it. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax, and drop those arms. Awesome job. You got 1 more set of those. Awesome job so far. All right, another 5 seconds. We're going to get into our last set of those. Last 10 repetitions. Here we go. Bringing our hands together. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 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 That's halfway. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. 2 more. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, relax, and drop those arms. Awesome. You can shake them out a little bit. Let's grab some water. Our next exercise is going to be a side lunge into a hamstring curl. So for this one, you can have, I would recommend maybe the chair in front of you if you would like some extra support. I will go ahead and demonstrate it with just one hand on the chair so you guys can better see me. You're more than welcome to do this too. For our modification, you will need the stability ball. So if you are going to use that modification and don't have your stability ball with you, let's go ahead and grab that while I'm demonstrating the exercise. So for our side lunge, we're stepping out, hinging, sitting back, and returning to center. So a big step out, keep that knee over that toe, shift our weight into our hips, and return back to center. That's our side lunge. For our hamstring curl, we are going to be using that chair support and driving that heel up towards the ceiling, really squeezing those hamstring muscles in the back. So the movement's going to look like a side lunge, tap to center, hamstring curl, tap to center. And that's going to be 1 repetition. For our modification for today, we are going to do another isometric exercise, but this time it's going to work the muscles that are on the insides of your leg, also called the adductors. So earlier we worked the outside of the leg, this time we're working more of the inside. So you're going to take your stability ball, place it in between your knees, and for the entire time we're doing the side lunge to the hamstring curl. You're going to squeeze. Once we return back to center, you'll relax. So it'll be about 5 or so seconds, I would say. You're squeezing and then relaxing. The movement is very, very small. Our feet are planted on the ground. Our insides of our feet are touching. And all we're doing is moving our knees inward to squeeze on the stability ball and then relax. For those of you doing that exercise with me, today we are going to do 12 repetitions of our side lunge to our hamstring curl. Guys can follow along with me. We're going to inhale, step out, return to center, exhale, squeeze our leg. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eyes are staying forward the whole time. We're still keeping that posture. 5. Shoulders are rolled down and back. We're looking forward. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. And 12. Awesome. You can move your chair to the other side if you're using it as support. And maybe shake out that leg a little bit. Switching our weight onto the new stabilizing leg. We're going to inhale and step out to the center. Exhale, hamstring curl. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. You guys got it. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. 11. Last one. And 12. Go ahead and relax. Take a little rest. That's a lot of time we just spent exercising, so we will take a good amount of rest in between our sets. Make sure you grab some water too if you need it, since we're moving a lot of our body on this exercise. This is another great opportunity. We are going to do 3 sets today. So if you are wanting to try the middle set and try the modification, you're more than welcome to. But if you would like to still stay with the exercise, we are going to take another 20 seconds or so of rest, and we'll go ahead and get back into it. When you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that second set. So start to gather yourself a little bit, stand back up and get your chair situated. Make sure we start on the same leg that we started with on that first set, so each leg has the right amount of time to rest and recover. Awesome. Everyone that I can see on camera is looking to get ready. We're going to go ahead and step out as we inhale and return back to center. Exhale, squeeze the back of our leg. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 3 more. Awesome. Keep those eyes forward. 10, 2 more. 11, last one. And relax. Awesome. We'll take a very brief break as we switch our chair to the other side. We have another 12 on that opposite leg, shifting our weight back into that stabilizing leg. Inhaling as we step back. Exhale, return. Inhale, exhale, hamstring curl. 1, awesome. 2, 3, 4. If you can't step out all the way, that's completely fine too. 5, just step out as far as you can go. 6, halfway. 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 11, last one. 12, awesome. You guys can relax. Very nice job. We have one more set of those. And then our next exercise is going to be seated. Take a little bit more rest. You're more than welcome to take a seat right now if you would like. Stay standing, whatever works best. We'll take another 20 seconds or so. Really just try and focus on your breathing in between our sets. Try and lower that heart rate again. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get back up if we are doing the exercise for our last and final set of these. We're going to shift our weight into our stabilizing leg. And when we're ready, we're going to inhale and step out. Return to center. Exhale and squeeze that hamstring. 2. Really try and squeeze those muscles on the back of your leg. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8. If I'm going too fast for you two, you're more than welcome to go at a different pace. 10, 11, last one. 12, and relax. Awesome job. Shake out that leg if you need. Switch our chair to the other side. Shift our weight onto our stabilizing leg. When you're ready, you can step out as you inhale. And squeeze that hamstring. Awesome. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost there, you guys. 10, make sure we're breathing through these. 11, last one. And 12. Awesome. For those who are not seated, go ahead and take a seat in your chair. Our next exercise will be seated. Give our legs a little bit of break since we just worked them pretty hard. And we will also need our stability ball if you guys have that near you. So this next exercise kind of works a lot of different muscles, but it also really focuses on our core. So we're going to be scooted towards the back of the chair if you want a little bit more support. You can have your back glued against the chair. That'll make this exercise a little bit easier. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can scooch away from the back of the chair to add a little bit more instability. I'm just going to scooch back in my chair for demonstration. We're going to have our stability ball either overhead or out front. I'm going to demonstrate overhead. When we're overhead, as we exhale, we're going to kick one leg up at a time, exhaling, bringing our stability ball out front. Inhale, return, exhale. Inhale, exhale. The modification for this today is just going to be scooted a little bit towards the middle of your seat. And we're going to spread our knees apart just a little bit. So you can either have your stability ball out front or overhead. And instead of going from side to side with our legs, we're just going to exhale, chop our stability ball down. Inhale, open up, exhale, chop it down. So we are going to alternate side to side, kind of like how we did with our marches. So holding our stability ball up and overhead. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, return. Opposite leg. And back to center. Awesome. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. We're doing 12 repetitions here. 5, making sure our eyes are staying forward. We're keeping our shoulders relaxed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 more. You guys got it. Once again, if I'm going too fast for you, 10. You are more than welcome to slow down at your own pace. 11. Last one. 12. And relax those arms. Let them sit. You can give them a little shimmy. I may do some shoulder rolls, since overhead really puts a little bit of a strain on your shoulders. You're also really feeling it in your hip flexors. You're more than welcome to scoot to the edge of your seat, and just kind of windshield wiper your legs. Feel a little bit of release in your hip flexors before we get started with our next set. And when you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and grab our stability ball. Bring it overhead if you are following along with me. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, other leg. Return to center. Awesome. That's 1. 2. Make sure our toes are pointed towards the ceiling. 3. We're really squeezing our quads. 4. Also using our core to help pull that stability ball down. 5. 6. Halfway. Awesome job. 8. 9. 3 more. 10. 11. Last one. And 12. Relax. Take some deep breaths. We have one more set and we have our cool down exercises and you guys are done. You guys have crushed it so far and honestly killed it this entire Happy Feet.
That's deceptively painful.
I know you don't think it's going to be that bad. But we got one more set. You guys got it and we got some good cool down stretches. Okay. We'll take another 10 to 15 seconds. So if you want to do any last minute shoulder rolls, rock your head from side to side, stretch out your neck if you're straining your neck a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and do our last exercise set of the day. Get those arms up and overhead. Take an inhale to prepare. And as we exhale, extend the leg. 1. 2. 3. 4. You guys got it. Make sure we're breathing through this. 5. Eyes looking forward. Our shoulders aren't rising. Halfway. 7. Very nice. Great job. We're almost there, guys. 3 more. That was 9. 10. 2 more. You can do it. And last one here. And 12. Relax. You guys can put that stability ball to the side.
What do you call this?
Sorry, what?
What do you call this exercise?
Melanie and I actually made it up together, so we decided to call it like alternating V-ups.
Alternating what?
Alternating V-ups.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, awesome job today. Let's go ahead and grab some water. We just got some stretches to finish out and round out our final exercise session of Happy Feet today. So first we have a standing stretch, actually. We're gonna do what we call runner's stretch. We also have a seated modification as well. So for our runner's stretch, we're gonna have a chair either up against the wall, if you're able to do that, or if you're able to put it up against a table or a desk or something else, so that when you press on it, it's nice and stable. You're also more than welcome to use just a wall if that works better for you. I'm going to use the chair. We're going to have I'll show my right leg first. So right leg is out front, left foot is behind us on our tippy toes, and we're just going to sink forward, pressing our heel back. You should feel a stretch in your calf on that back leg and a little bit in your hamstring. And then once you sink forward, you should also feel it in a little bit of your hip flexor on my left side. And if you would like, you can also take the arm of the leg that's back. So my left leg is back, and I'm going to take my left arm and just reach it up and overhead. Feel a stretch along my shoulder and a little bit in my lats and my back. We do want to keep our eyes facing forward though. You can also move this back foot backwards a little bit if you don't quite feel the stretch. We're going to hold it here for another 3, 2, 1. Step forward and relax. Awesome. We're going to switch to the other side. For our seated modification, we're just going to continue with that figure 4 stretch. So I'm stepping my foot back, left leg's forward. My left hand this time is on the chair, and I take my right arm and up. Eyes still looking forward.
I think, Paula, did you have a question? No. Okay. Sorry.
No worries. Awesome. We'll just stay here stretching our hip flexor for another 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. We're going to do that same thing one more time on both sides. Once again, if you're doing that modification, we'll just continue with the figure 4 stretch. We'll step our foot back. Inhale that arm up if that's what you're choosing to do today. And try and sink forward into our left hip. Really feel the stretch along your hip flexor and your quad. Make sure with every exhale, we're trying to sink a little bit deeper. So when we inhale, we want to feel and fill the space. When we exhale, we want to sink into the space that we created. And 3, 2, 1, relax. Go ahead, step that foot forward. We just got one more on the other side. Stepping that opposite leg back. My right leg's back, so my right arm is going to come up overhead. And I'm going to exhale as I sink into my right hip, feeling the stretch in my hip flexor. Remember to breathe through these. I know this is a little bit of an awkward position. Awesome. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Going into our next stretch is a seated trunk extension. So for this one, we're going to be in our chair, scooted to the edge of our seat. You can either interlock your hands together behind your back, just like this, or you can grab onto the sides of the chair. And we're going to take a big inhale and exhale. Look up to the ceiling, rounding our back, squeezing our shoulder blades or interlocking your hands, pulling your shoulders together. Every 5 to 10 seconds, if you would like, you can just relax, round your back a little bit, drop your chin towards your chest, and then take another big inhale and exhale, look up to the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades. We're just going to go through that 5 to 10 second cycle about 4 to 5 times. So do this at your own pace. Really following your breath, trying to open your chest back up. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, maybe a little in your neck. All right, I got one more. Awesome. Everyone looks like they're finishing up. Go ahead and continue through your last couple repetitions. And that's going to be our last stretch and final exercise of our Happy Feet this week and this session. Thank you guys so much for following along the past 6 weeks. It's been awesome. And hopefully I will see a lot of you guys next week for the post assessments.